Virgo, finally your reading. I'm sorry if it took such a long time, you know, but it has been a very intense month. For the good and for, you know, it has been a crazy, intense month. You, Virgo. Queen of Pentacles is the first card jumping here in your present situation. I mean, Jupiter and Saturn are there, they are in your 6th house. And they're gonna be there for quite some time, as you probably know already. And this is your house. I mean, in origins of astrology, and I think that there are a lot of things that are gonna be happening for you during the whole year regarding what you're doing in your life. Like, what is your job? Virgo, I think that you are wanting to create here something that can be solid and where you can also be more independent. You know, the Queen of Pentacles energy. I mean, she had created with a lot of work her own abundance here. I mean, you know, she's very solid, very stable. It's a very stable energy, Virgo. And you know, you're an earth sign. So this is something that really fits you pretty well. It's like, I feel that, Virgo, you know that you're working here in something that I think you want to do probably, or you're projecting in a way yourself at the long term. You know, guys, when I talk about long term, I mean, you know, that in a way nothing really is permanent. And that nowadays, I mean, it's always been like that, no? Like when we do projections of like what we would like in the future, we cannot determine ourselves by that, no? I mean, we know that maybe it's something that could happen or not happen, but I think that we always kind of still create those ideas that we would like to follow, but accepting the fact that sometimes they might not happen as we expected. And you know, with the days and the time where we are living right now, the world card coming in your past. I mean, it's quite obvious that the sense of certainty and permanence, it's not really, you know, it's even more clear that it's not really a possibility right now. But you have here, I mean, you are taking care of something here that I think is regarding your material life, what you're doing, and also I think that what you are creating regarding your job, Virgo, is like, it's not something that is only for you. I think that you are investing yourself in doing something that will probably change or influence the life of others. You know, that's the energy of the 6th house. And this Queen of Pentacles, she's very given. And, you know, she likes to protect the things that she creates, that she builds with a lot of effort and time and patience and moderation. And she's given. And she protects also the people that are part of her circle, you know. Mars is going to be transiting your 11th house this month. And Mars is the planet that drives our actions. He drives our energy, like in what we focus ourselves, Virgo. And the 11th house is the house of dreams, is a house of friends and big collaborations. Like, how is that you're relating to others, like in big groups? So I think that this month you're putting a lot of action towards your communication, Virgo, and interconnecting with people. Maybe people that they are already in your life, but maybe also new people that are coming and that you're really pushing here something, no? And these people is not just people. you know, when we're talking about the 11th house, a part of being the house of friends, it's probably people that, if they are not necessarily your friends or not yet, it's a house that talks about the connections that are associated to our dreams. So the connections that you are, like, I think focusing yourself right now is like the real, it's like the people that for you they mean the big deal. And it's almost like you're really taking care of it. I really feel this very strongly. Also, I mean, you know, the most important, because, you know, this is just the little tips of this month, but actually the biggest, what had just happened in these 2 weeks of April, and then what is coming right now in between these two last weeks, is that we started the month with Aries season, okay? And we actually had the Sun on Aries with Venus, Mercury, which is your ruling planet, Virgo, Mercury, in this house. And we just experienced, like 2 days ago, a new moon in this house while the Sun was there and all these planets. So I really think that this new moon is bringing here something, you know, that it's quite, I think it's gonna be a new start regarding the sector of your life. And we're talking here about the 8th house. Aries represents your 8th house. So what is, it's like something here regarding your exterior, maybe a financial situation from someone else, it's influencing you right now, or you're in a moment where you're needing to take care of a situation that might be influencing other people in your life. And I think that if this is really something that is happening to you right now, or that you experienced during the last period, I think that you are doing a great job here, Virgo. You know, you come from the world, and it's quite funny because, I mean, you know, when I was going through your astrology, so we have this first block in Aries where you have the 8th house, transformation, resources of other people, influencing you, influencing them. It's a house of death and rebirth as well, no? I mean, of massive changes. So definitely here, like maybe the changes that you had been going, you know, like what something here in your past has ended, or it's ending now. But I'm really getting the feeling here that this is something that has ended already. And I think this is, we're not just here talking about leaving a job, or changing of location, or making new connections, or entering or ending maybe a relationship, a long-term relationship of some kind. I think that here we're talking about a real closure of your life, like your past life, Virgo. The world card coming here is the last arcane, and this is like, you know, when the last arcane comes, it's almost it's this energy of you had come full circle here of a situation, whatever this situation might mean in your life, that I think probably, I don't think this has been an easy task. I think that, you know, when we get the world, of course, to get to the world, you need to pass through each arcane of the tarot. So you come here from a real long road, and I think that, Virgo, you made it. And I think that you really started something here that it's giving you a sense of confidence as well, and security, probably even material security, that you are building not just for now, but probably even for a long run, okay? Something that you know that you can stabilize through time. That's the energy of the Queen of Pentacles. Now, what is coming in the obstacle? Because now, things are getting interesting here, Virgo. So, all these planets that were in Aries in your 8th house, they're gonna be moving to your 9th house, where Uranus is, the unexpected planet, the rebellious planet, the planet who is in search of freedom, Virgo. And it's in your ninth house, Taurus. It's touching Taurus, you know. And you know, Uranus has complications with Taurus because they're almost like opposites. But I think that this is something that we needed, isn't it? Put in question here some old structures maybe that actually, maybe they were not working as well as we thought they will work. And the ninth house for you and for everybody actually, but for you, having Taurus here and at this precise moment during April. So from the 19th, 20th of April, in a few days, Venus, Mercury, the Sun, Uranus in Taurus in the ninth house, the house of philosophy, the house of ideology, high learning. It's a very intellectual house, but it's not only about intellect. We're talking here about spirituality as well. And I think that something here is coming to the light for you. And it's about your beliefs, Virgo. I think that for probably some time, and probably what is going to be happening right now during this month, is you're starting to be open about things that probably even come from the outside, Virgo. You know, the ninth house many times is associated to long trip travels or to doing here something that it feels quite far from us, but in a way it's us and how we perceive others here. And it's almost, you know, this world card, you know, I mean, many times it's funny when this card jump off, because a part of talking about the eighth house is that the ninth house, it's a house of, when I think about this house, the first image that will come to my head in tarot will be the world card. Because there is a sense here of foreign world. The foreign world. It's almost like something here is calling you, or you're being suddenly more interested in things that they look quite far to you. Maybe you're even starting to be more interested in learning languages, or you're realizing, or you're feeling like an important push here to learn languages that you even didn't think that you would need or you would even want to do in your life, you know, like learn. And I think that you are applying yourself to this with a lot of determination. And of course, in your own rhythm here, because earth signs are known to take things slow. Although, Virgo, you are a very fast mental sign. I mean, you know, like Mercury being your ruling planet, maybe from the outside, you are one of these persons. And of course, we're talking here in general, guys. So if it doesn't resonate, it doesn't matter. But as what I feel about Virgos and the people I know Virgos, is that maybe even if from the outside you could look calm, or you take things little by little, like, you know, you like to take steps in, you're quite strategic with your steps. Mentally speaking, you are really fast. It's like Virgos, you are like constantly there in your mind, and yeah, I mean, we're gonna have a full moon opposing all these planets in your ninth house by the 27th, 28th of April. Your third house is a house of communications as well. So you're gonna be thinking a lot about how you connect with people this month. But let's see, I wanna know I'm sorry guys if my throat gets stuck. I'm a smoker. I know, I should stop. One day I get there. By now, I'll do with my stuck throat. So, let's see what the cards have to say, Virgo. I want to know what is coming in your obstacle, because I see you here. Hola. It's funny because this card was turned before and it didn't show up, and now it's wanting to be seen. The Two of Coins. So yeah, I mean, you center a lot here. I mean, at least right now, I think that you are a lot centered in your finances, in your material life here. And I think that you're trying here to balance out and to manage here something that requires a lot of coordination. And I think that this is exactly why this is coming in your obstacle. You're trying here to maintain something. Virgo, I think that maybe I'm in connection here with Virgo, that you're maybe doing here 2 different jobs or managing 2 different projects, or maybe you have to manage a very important situation regarding your home life, and at the same time you have a lot of some financial situations that you need to solve for other people at the same time. And I think that this is kind of like why this is coming in your obstacle, is because I think that Virgo is like you're trying to do the balancing out here. And I have no doubt that something here you're doing it really good. Like Virgo, you are showing yourself in a very, it's almost like, it's at least exteriorly speaking, as I feel you right now, it's almost like you could look like you are here in your element. But this is quite a struggle, no? Like you being in the middle here of a situation where maybe you even need to kind of decide with good discernment on how you're gonna invest here your time, maybe your money, or maybe your resources, or just simply planifying on how you can manage maybe these 2 different ideas that are here in the center of your reading, Virgo. Now, what is coming next? I want the next card for Virgo, please. Neptune in your 7th house. Some fantasies about love, maybe. Having maybe a push of creativity here regarding your connections. Maybe just friends. But people, I think that they are inspiring you this month, Virgo. I think that there is people in your environment that are really inspiring you, or you are inspiring them, but you're moving this month. Even though you're moving at your rhythm, I think that you are really concentrating in doing something here that it's quite physical. Man, Virgos, you know that the card that I saw, I like to check the cards I see on the back of the deck every time one card comes out or 2 cards come out. And the card that was on the back right before, it was the 10 of Coins. The having it all. It's almost like Virgo, what you're building here, it's you're really investing yourself here into something that it's gonna give you a lot. I mean, when I say a lot, I mean, I really mean a lot. And, you know, for everybody, wealth or abundance can mean different things. But you know what this 10 of Coins means for you, Virgo. You know, in Tarot, we get the 10 of Coins is the maximum, you know, of coins we can have. It's solid. And now I saw this card before coming in, and now it came out, it flipped with the Five of Coins, which is almost the opposite energy from the Ten of Coins. What is happening here? Because Five of Coins is like the energy of feeling that there are some financial issues, not being able to, let's say, pay a debt, feeling that you are stuck in a situation that is not actually moving. And then the Ten of Coins is getting a prize here. You know, getting that salary, getting that money, or just simply achieving the project where you were investing your time and your efforts here. Seeing the results in your 3D world, Virgo. But why there is this weird combination between the 5 and the 10? And it's almost like, again, I'm seeing here a pattern. So in the center of your reading, like how Virgo is, the Queen of Pentacles, and then what is coming in the optical is the Two of Coins. Almost like opposite energies. She's very stable, but what's her problem is exactly that. Maintaining the balance, maintaining the stability. And then what is coming is like, what the situation is guiding you. Exactly the same. Five of Coins with the Ten of Coins. Something that it looks like it's missing, but actually it's not. You know, guys, give me a second. I'm just gonna do this because it's kind of annoying, the light. You know? Excuse me. I just need to, you know, I hope that you can see me now. It's just that at least I will like that the cards, when I show them, that you are able to see them. It's quite interesting to see this pattern in this reading, because why I get the sensation that it's almost like you are achieving something here that it's really wow. I mean, guys, Nine of Cups is how you see yourself in the reading, how you're coming in this reading. You have a wish, or you had a wish, and you are getting this wish. Virgo, Nine of Cups, I mean, you had a desire here. Something that emotionally was really important for you, okay? Something that you really had as a big wish. And it's almost like what I'm feeling is that you are actually getting to this wish. Nine of Cups. You know, it's like the yes card, the Nine of Cups. You are, it's almost like I'm feeling here, you are earning something, Virgo, that this is big. This is really big, because I think that it's almost like the sensation I have is that you come from an end of a cycle in your life where probably you had changed here something drastically in your life. Something has come to an end, and Virgo started new here. You started something quite new. And then Virgo found here the possibility to start this maybe new career, or this new position, or doing here something where you are investing yourself in a way that it's almost like switching your position from being completely balanced and feeling that here you were maybe even having economical difficulties, or maybe the project that you were doing, it was that there were some real important issues here regarding on how you were going to support the project and develop these ideas and this work. But man, Virgo, you really work it hard, because this is actually what you're getting. I mean, you know, I need to read the cards as they come. And this is what I'm seeing, guys. I mean, this is like the treasure. And I don't think that this is just a gift that is coming as a gift. I think that this is something that you were working hard on. And the thing is that I almost feel like I don't even think that you thought that this is what you would get, Virgo, because what I'm feeling is that you come from this situation and I think that this is what you thought that you would get, or what you were coming out of, these 5 pentacles of having to solve something here. And then suddenly when you find the solution, what is happening is that it's not just that you are overcoming this obstacle and the balance that you had been experiencing until now, but it's just like you're multiplying it for the better. Now, what is coming in the exterior for Virgos? What is coming? 3 of Swords in your environment. I'm gonna have to put a card to specify this card. Somebody in your environment, there is a situation in your environment where somebody here is heartbreaking. That's it. Like 3 of Swords energy in your environment. And we have the World card in your past. What I'm feeling with these cards, Virgo, I'm feeling here that maybe this World card, this change, this closure that you experience in your life could have been related to maybe a connection in your life that maybe there was an end. And I think that maybe what is happening here is that this is why there is this 3 of Swords, which is like a heartbreak, mental heartbreak. Someone here in your environment or a situation in your environment is, it's almost like, you know, the heartbreak, the thing with the 3 of Swords, when you see this card represented in the Rider-Waite Tarot that I have there, maybe I'll use it after with my specifics, for the specifics. The 3 of Swords, you will see this card represented as a heart that it's being stabbed by 3 swords. Okay, so this is a heartbreak, isn't it? But what actually this card means is like when somebody is suffering the incoherence of his feelings or feelings regarding their thoughts. Somebody here is having, it's like their thoughts are going against what they feel. That's the energy of the 3 of Swords. Could it be that this could be somebody, or in your environment, somebody who is having a probably very difficult time right now? And it could be regarding that closure. Okay, now let's see what is coming, because I see Virgo, man, you are enjoying here something. I don't see you at all connecting with the 3 of Swords energy, to be honest, Virgo. I don't see you at all. I don't see at all an heavy energy regarding you and how you're coming into this reading. I think you're solid as fuck here. But I think that somebody maybe in your environment is not actually feeling the same. Now we'll see why. Okay? Now, what is coming in the hopes and fears for Virgo? What is coming in the hopes and fears for Virgo? What is coming in the hopes and fears for Virgo, please? High Priestess. Something that you don't want to say. You want to distance yourself here from a situation, Virgo. This is what I'm feeling. High Priestess in your hopes. I mean, you know, she doesn't talk much, but she knows everything. It's like, you're wanting to know something without speaking. Or maybe what you want is that somebody would understand here something without you needing to express it directly. And at the same time, what it's kind of like disturbing you, because in this position we're not just talking about your hopes, but we're also talking about what probably you are really scared of, Virgo. You're also scared that in a way you don't want to speak things directly, or you would like to maybe, let's say, miss a conversation here that somebody will. It's not about not having communication, the High Priestess. It's about communicating, but in another level. It's just that, the High Priestess is this energy of maybe connecting or communicating or perceiving things without needing to see them or speak them out loud. But you're also scared that this wouldn't happen, maybe, that maybe somebody here wouldn't be able to understand what you're trying to, let's say in an indirect way here. High Priestess. She's very secretive, the High Priestess, as well. Maybe are you trying here to hide something, Virgo? I don't know. I mean, man, I'm not gonna start being judgy here. I mean, like, this is, but you want something here to be maybe in the dark. Now, we'll see what is coming next. Okay. Or if I have to read this High Priestess here in this position, yet I really get this feeling very strong. It's like I see you very happy, and I see you even indulging here in things that make you feel really good. Virgo. And I think you deserve this, because I think that you are celebrating here something. You are celebrating here an important achievement. Really, like a real important achievement, Virgo. But why I feel that regarding your communications and maybe regarding someone in particular. Oh, sorry guys, the frigo. Guys, I don't know what is going on with your video, but, I mean, it's like, sorry. But you know what? It's like, that sometimes there are like these kind of sounds that I really hate. And that's one of them. I always forget to turn it off. So, why I feel that there is something here that you don't want to say directly, but at the same time you expect somebody here to understand it. I mean, Virgo, you know what? It's like you tend to have sometimes with when there is something or a situation that makes you uncomfortable and makes you feel bad, or somebody did something to you that actually you don't like. Most of Virgos, they are not gonna be confronted at all about that situation. They are just gonna act probably as it didn't happen, and then they will just automatically react afterwards, maybe distance themselves. It's more like a passive, aggressive way of reacting you normally have, Virgo, no? Like when there is something here that happened to you, maybe you want to speak directly to this person about what annoy you from them, or maybe what happened there, but you will kind of make them understand it in a passive way. I think that that's generally more like how you tend to react to these kind of situations. And it's kind of like how I feel the High Priestess in this position. you wanting to keep here something to yourself even. I don't know. And when then why there is a Three of Swords? Let's see. I'm gonna just put the last card here on the table. We have the Page of Wands. So communication is gonna be open here. You're probably receiving a message. This could be related to your career and this project or this abundance and this maybe work that you were putting a lot of efforts into in solidifying, in creating your abundance, in creating your stability. And I think that something here is coming. I think it's probably a messenger, somebody wanting to communicate something here, that it could definitely be the person that is coming here with the opportunity to let's say find a balance in whatever issues you were going through here regarding your finances, your material life, your work. And maybe this is what is happening, is that you were in this expecting this 5 of coins, and actually what suddenly happens is that you get this 10 of coins, and it's almost like Virgo is jumping of happiness because of this situation. All right, but I want to have, you know, guys, I'm gonna put in a specific here for the Three of Swords, because I need to know, because you know what, it's like all your cards are really positive, Virgo. And then I see here this High Priestess over the Three of Swords. And it's almost like, but why you're there? Like, what is this about? And it's in your exterior position. So this is not you, but it's something that is influencing you. And a Three of Swords energy, it's Three of Swords. What it is, this Three of Swords for Virgo, please. What it is, this Three of Swords for Virgo, please. Oof, too many cards. Three of Swords energy. Seven of Wands. One more card, please. Nine of Wands. Oof. I want one card for the world. Somebody in your environment was, I think, I gotta tell you, Virgo, there is, in your environment, this could be just simply one person, or it could be a lot of people, maybe, or just an environment in general, okay? There is someone here that I gotta tell you, it's like there is this, they are into this defensive mode. Somebody has been hurt here very badly. Somebody here is wounded. It's mentally and heart, it's like they are really wounded. They are not feeling that well. And I think that their actions, like 7 of 1, 9 of Wands, it's almost like they are battling here. They are quite defensive, and I think that the communication regarding you, it's quite like, almost like, bam, you know? I mean, look at this guy, look at what he's doing. You know? And I think that this person, whatever this person might mean in your life or situation, it's touching you, okay? Because it's coming here for a reason. It's because it's influencing you. But honestly, I think that you are in a very good position, Virgo. You're centered here in your stability, in what you're doing, in your abundance, and solving whatever issues you were doing. It's like... And I think that maybe there is people in your environment who are not that happy about it. And you know, guys, unluckily, we live in a world that many people are so frustrated with their life and with whatever it's going on with them and their life, that when they see somebody, even it could be somebody that loves you, someone who is very close to you, and when they're going maybe through these difficulties, some people might have even issues to see that somebody else near them is actually doing fine, like, you know, really fine. But if this person is somebody really close in your environment, Virgo, and I don't know if you're resonating with the story, and maybe this kind of energy is right now in your environment right now, like, I think that this is not the kind of energy you want to get involved with. Because if this has been somebody who had a very important place in your life, and this is their reaction towards you while you're actually doing well, then what kind of friend or person they are, like, that you would give them that place in your own life here, Virgo. And you know what? I'm telling you this, but as I'm feeling you with this reading, I have no doubt that I think that you are, it's crazy, you know what I mean? Because, you know, this Queen of Pentacles, that it's you, I mean, like the present situation where you are right now, or you probably are right now. This Queen of Pentacles is giving the back to this stereo. Like, if I would have to show you the table right now, it's actually this Queen is literally giving the back to this Three of Swords, Seven of Wands, and Nine of Wands. So you're giving the back here, and it's like she's looking straight to this world. You are also looking to this closure. You know that you had been the one putting an end here to a situation, and doing here something that maybe some people in your environment hadn't been that happy about this change or about this success. But if this is really true, Virgo, then what the hell they are doing in your life? Okay, now I want a card for the world, and then I'm gonna close the reading. You know, this Uranus in your ninth house clashing Saturn in your sixth, the breaking free energy against the energy that wants to create a structure, no? It's like putting in question your responsibilities and in what we engage ourselves. Sometimes it's like, you know, when we have these two planets that are doing this like push of action, and, you know, having all this influence in your ninth house, sixth house, I think that there are some things here about your beliefs and your things that you know, it's like your own ideologies or ideologies that you created or that you are creating right now. I think that it's almost like they are making you question as well, Virgo. What are the things that maybe you had been overly responsible for, and maybe the things that actually you haven't been responsible at all with? So it's almost like it's a good moment, no, to use this energy and say, okay, now in what actually I really want to engage myself. Is this really worthy? And this could mean just whatever. I mean, like what you're doing in your life, as also what kind of people you want to relate yourself with. Maybe you're starting to realize that these ideas you have right now, or that you are creating, and maybe even that the way of living or the way that you have of understanding life is shocking regarding maybe the environment where you were or where you are at right now, you know? And it's okay. We don't need to dramatize this, but I think it's important to realize it so that when these things happen, you are able like advance, no? And really get to do what you want. Okay, what is this world card here? And then I'm gonna finish the reading. Yeah. Four of Swords here. I want one more card for this world, please. Yeah. You thought a lot about this closure. If it had been maybe a relationship in your life, or just simply in general, the change you decided to have regarding your career and what you were doing, maybe even where you were living, and then you decided to start traveling or start this new project or investment you did. I think that this took you a long time to get to this closure with certainty. Like Four of Swords energy, you had to take a long rest before coming to this end, before putting a closure to the situation. Because I think it was a difficult decision. And it probably, even the decision was taken while you probably were in distance of that environment. That's what I'm feeling right now. Yeah. Why? One more card for the world, please, for Virgo. Virgo, I'm getting here again the Two of Coins, exactly the same card that came in your obstacle. And it came with the Ace of Swords to explain the world. Now I can understand, Virgo. You had to put an end to any situation here in your past. Or maybe you're experiencing this right now. A closure. You knew that this was a necessary cut. You had here, it's almost like Virgo, you had here a new idea. You're starting to realize it's like the lightning bolt shock you in the head here, and you realize that you needed to use the sword, Virgo. And you did. You did. And I think that this was a difficult situation that it took you a long time to balance out and to know exactly how you will, even practically speaking, you will do this. How you will start and start this new cycle. Start again here something that probably was completely new, and it probably meant cutting off people and situations that they were not serving you any longer. And why the Two of Coins is coming here in your obstacles? It's the same Two of Coins that came here in your past with this Ace of Swords. It's because the decision that you had to take, it was a very difficult decision. And I think you right now, why these Two of Coins still come in your obstacle is because you're still trying to, let's say, maybe feel good about it, and let's say, probably materially speaking, maybe there were many things that were involved in this situation, and you probably didn't know how you will be able to coordinate this change. Detach yourself from the situation so that you could get to this 10 of coins and step out of these 5 of coins. You know, like get to this wish, what you wanted to feel, how you really wanted to, you know, enjoy and get here to your real, like, accomplishing here something, Virgo. But I really am feeling this very strongly. I think that this is something that you're still trying to manage, and probably right now what you're still feeling is that even though you look very solid, internally speaking, I think that you're still a little bit imbalanced here. You're still trying to manage out all the situation, at least practically speaking. But the situation is being solved here. And I think that Virgo, even though this took you a real long time to decide and to get to this world and say, fuck it, I'm doing it, this is over, and I'm starting here something new, you really did this. And what I'm here, I mean, like really sensing it, because for me, the most disturbing thing I'm getting with this reading is your environment. I think that there are some people in your environment, or one precise person, that is really not happy about this change. But as I told you, Virgo, I think you really had your reasons to take this decision. And I think that, man, you're really starting here a new adventure. Is like, Virgo, you're starting to embody and energize yourself. You're starting to feel more energetic. And you're starting to discover it also here, new passions, new inspiration, things that really they make you move. Probably quite new stuff here. You know, I mean, all this influence of your ninth house by the end of the month, and this full moon in Scorpio in your third house. I really think that some new ideas about what you want to learn, maybe new skills and talents that you want to start doing and applying yourself more into these skills. Maybe studying here something new, or exploring here new ideas that you, until now, maybe you didn't think that you were able to do. And I think that once you get this, it's almost like, I feel like you're gonna start here. It's like you're gonna be jumping. Good jump, Virgo. I think you deserve it. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed the reading. I'm leaving my information below. I'm completely open for private readings, personal readings. So if you like this video, don't doubt to like or subscribe, because it helps me to do these videos, and it's always nice to know, I mean, also what you think about it. You can always write me just for curiosity, or just to talk, maybe about these magical cards that I love so much. And I'm gonna see you next month, Virgo. Okay? Take the jump, Virgo. Bye bye.